I'm gonna cook today is called, this is a lamb from Fred Meyer. I bought it for $17.99. Expiration date April 30th, and it's called lamb loin chop. It's $16.99 a pound, so this is just over a pound, you know. So this is what I got from Fred Meyer. Simple Truth is lamb loin chop. Lamb loin chop. Okay, let's start cooking. So I'm gonna brown these. Let me get my stove. And I like to show my cooking. Turn it on and turn on the light. So it's more of a light show today. I got my extra olive virgin oil, just a little bit, and let it sit. I don't know how to readjust this. I want to show the back, but I also have to show the. So at work now they're really strict now. They told me if I'm on the phone or film or video, they can write me up in termination. And my anniversary for 3 years was on March 28th, and I haven't received any vacation notice or nothing. Now it's April 19th or 20th. It's just it's not fair that Fred Meyer treat employee unequally. And there's a lot of employee that work as Instacart that work there, and they're very rude to me. Yeah, but that's all I have to say. So I'm gonna chop up the garlic because if I could find a knife. So I buy everything that already chopped. I don't have to do it. Just the garlic. Then they're very Fred Meyer is very at first I was a technician and they transferred me to Jackson because I refused to pay for my training. They wanted me to pay $200 to the manager, and I didn't feel like paying that money. But now after I regret it because that saved me a lot of shit. So I'm browning the garlic. The garlic right here. I'm browning it. Make sure it's all nice and juicy or whatever. And then I put in the shallot, purple shallot. And then I put in onion. put carrot, celery, white onion, purple onion, and then I put the watermelon because my first time cooking. It's, I never eat lamb chop before, so this should be the first. So I am live streaming, and I also have the GoPro 9 recording. I'm trying, I bought this a couple of years ago, but I don't use it that much. So I want this really brown. I want it to be, so I'm gonna put some sriracha in to give me that color. So I got this is what spicy chili crispy. I don't know what chili is spicy crispy. It's just like pepper. Too much just talk. I talk better if I don't concentrate on what I say. If I concentrate on what I'm gonna say, and like a lot of and I go so fast. And so I put these in to kill the kill the smell. Kill the smell. So so now I'm a liar, right? That I don't check my source before I speak. And that people think you're nothing but a liar. Well, this is a cooking channel. How can I be a liar, right? Anyway, I'm gonna try this sear the lamb. And then so let's bake. So the program manager went on vacation. This is use that. I actually will have to my sweater. No, I'm to order some chicken darn. They're not family. They're very difficult to do anything like everything, but they're not family, Okay? So something about, well, you cook everything. Wow. I put red pepper, red pepper. This is garlic. Okay, let's try the lamb. See, one thing about these things, let me Google it to see how long the lamb should take. Wow. Oh, this is basil. Hmm, that's so good. So I put some basil leaf in to the smell. I don't know what the guy didn't tell me what it tastes like, the smell like. I asked him, what's lamb smell like? He goes, smell like lamb. I'm going to Google it, see what it takes, how long it takes to cook. So I put some basil leaf in it, so it should be okay. Oh, it looks so good, so delicious. So. Let me turn the. See, this is how the lamb should be. Lamb chop with basil. How that sound? Lamb chop with basil. So I was going too fast with my life. I think I should like stop, slow down, or whatever. So I'm gonna Google how long it takes to cook the lamb. Lamb cook. The roast of lamb. So in your oven in 425 degrees, low temperature 356. So I don't know. It's gonna be a picture of my lamb. You know, so it doesn't say how long it cooks, but so this. Yeah, call my name. Don't ever look up, call my name. I put a little bit of sesame seed to boost up the flavor. And let me clean up the mess. I'll put it in the basket today. Today I have no, no fan. So much tradition. I put some chili garlic sauce too. It's really good. But put some lemon zest into the lamb thing. Lemon zest. Lemon coffee chia. Good. I like to clean up my plate after. So everybody at Fred Meyer said that I am stealing Sean Norton ring, and I make it clear I don't steal his fucking ring. They went to my home, they go through my stuff, and they accuse me of a theft. That they're a bunch of fucking idiots. So let me put some light. Open the door. Lock the door and open it. It's just so hard to understand this thing now. Did I tell you I was the one to last the night? What happened? Okay. Where is he? So I was talking about, oh, you know what? Open one Easter basket. So today we're gonna open one Easter basket. This is a Fred Meyer itself for $30, 30 USD dollars, and I got it for $1. And the lace, the toys, a big fire mistake. Oh, wee. Small Mustang. I see a lot of people buy these cars. They're for children, you know. And the big people also buy them. This is a collection. You know, if you're poor, you could collect these. When you're rich, you collect real cars. You know what I'm saying? Lamborghini, train launcher. Whee! So what did I can do? These in a basket. The card in it. It's costing $50. You got tape everywhere. Disgusting. They removed it. Oh, look at this basket. Oh, Skittle. I'm watching this video on lamb chop roasted. I use a fork to stop the lamb so that it bake put into the hole. So when you bake, the flavor go in. As this YouTube, she had a comment. Have someone say in the mind when you stop the lamb 45 times. And it's that her husband. Oh my God. So funny. See? Dip. So I talked to Patrick, the guy who took the train from Seattle to New York. One thing about me, I'm scared of train. I'm scared of everything. Imagine you sleep on a train. Is there a door locked? You know, spooky. Will someone come in and murder you? So I think one way is 350 if you go from Seattle to New York. But from Juneau to Seattle, you have to fly there, and then you take the train to New York, and then you stay a couple of days and then fly back. I think I'll go. I'm take 2 weeks off and I'll go on the train. I'm sending myself stuff. I'm sending myself stuff. Top message? No, you put all message. Top message? No, you put all message. Weirdo. Weirdo. Instagram. Instagram. My view is so low, only 343,000 views. It's so embarrassing to have such a view. So when I hit on Instagram thing, it come up as something went wrong. I don't know what that means. It's 8 o'clock, you guys, and I'm still live streaming. So that was my first basket. Ay, Marwa. So Instagram doesn't load. Why? Open Instagram. See, it doesn't load. You know what? Maybe I don't have the app open. So tired of everything. So the whole like an hour this morning, I went in and update all my short. Cause most of my short didn't have like description, hashtag. I went through it really fast. So I now have to go back in and put in description, put in hashtag. So much work, so much work for so little money. Hmm. So now I have to onion dips. This is the best dip ever. Mm. So I talk about a crime history. What happened 30 years ago when well, not 30, it was 20 some years ago, where I moved to Juneau, Alaska. And these people, these men, they would kill the broker and his wife to take over the business and his house. And it's just shocking to see how the crime go unpunished. You know, I mean, the authorities seem to take lightly about the gang that going on in California, especially in the Asian community. You know, and when I searched Google, they even say do not live in Orange County because how dangerous the crime was. There was one time when all the homeless people were killed. If you live outside, sleep outside your home, anywhere, some guy will go in and kill them, slash their throat while they're sleeping. So it's very shocking to know that the law enforcement, don't look into these things, you know, because Michael, and his wife are very successful people. I mean, they opened RE/MAX brokerage. They have at least 7 people, 8 people work for them, and there's no need to. I'm trying to do a hashtag. Okay. So my manager, the front end manager, went on vacation, and she did not put my vacation in. Sometimes when you run the front end, people just think about themselves. They don't think about other. Kind of sad. And she making fun of me many times about, oh, you're saying you're this, you're that. You don't need this, you don't need that. I never seen anyone so pathetic liar like Fred Meyer management. Very, very lie and very deceptive. And I want my vacation and it's not even in yet, and she wanted her. Oh my God. I don't see nothing live here. It's not posted yet. That's not in. Let's see. Oh yeah, it doesn't go in YouTube Studio yet because I'm still working on it. It doesn't go in YouTube Studio yet because I'm still working on it. So Justin talked about living in the present, and then Mel Robin, Mel Robin, what I wish I knew about luck. I mean, there's no such thing as luck. The one thing all lucky people do, according to research, three-step formula to manifest luck in every area of your life. The difference between fortune, what happened to you, and luck, what you create. One simple thing to do is to change your life this week. You're in present, view are down. Why? Because people get bored watching your stuff. They want something. They want something funny, creative. They don't want some low life, boring, no experience. The phrase. Your favorite place to grow your confidence through real life conversations and practical English you can use starting today. I'm Rachel. Let's get into it. Today's topic is one of those topics that looks like a pep talk, but is actually kind of a plot twist. And before I go any further, quick question. Be honest. Have you ever understood something in English? A joke, a sentence, a word, before you even had time to translate it, and then just ignored that it happened? Like it didn't count? Like your brain did the thing and you went, okay, but that was probably an accident. I have seen this so many times. Someone gets the joke before the subtitle appears and then looks around like, did that just happen? And then immediately goes back to thinking, I don't speak English well enough. The brain, the person, the brain doing its job and getting absolutely no credit. If this has ever happened to you, if your brain has ever reached for English and you just dismissed it, you are not broken. You are just not paying attention to the right thing. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. So, just to be clear, this episode is not about rewiring your brain like a computer. It is not a speak fluent English in 7 days kind of conversation. No magic button, no download confidence app, none of that. And honestly, if that app existed, it would be the most downloaded thing in history. More than games, more than everything. But that is not what we are doing here. Today we are talking about something much smaller and much more real.
It's about the moments, the tiny, quiet moments when your brain already reached for English automatically without you planning it, and you just didn't count it because it felt like an accident. And I want to change that because those moments are not accidents, they are proof. And most people are sitting on a lot of proof they have never looked at. We're going to talk about why freezing doesn't mean you don't know English, why there's a big difference between knowing something and trusting it, and how to start noticing the signs that your brain is already working, even when it doesn't feel like it. And because this is English Podcast with Rachel, we're doing all of this through real conversation and practical English you can actually use in your life. Not theory, not a grammar lesson, just real talk. Oh, and before we dive in, just a quick little invitation. If you're enjoying this conversation, and I really hope you are, hit that like button. It genuinely helps me keep going, and it tells me that this kind of content is actually reaching the right people. And subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm recording new episodes every single day. Different topics, different situations, different parts of English life. So if you follow the channel, you're basically giving yourself a daily English habit without even thinking about it, which, funny enough, is kind of what today's episode is about. All right, let's jump in. You know what's strange? The people who struggle the most to speak English are often the ones who already know the most. Seriously, you talk to someone and they understand everything you say. They laugh. What's actually happening is that your brain is working perfectly fine. It's just working under pressure, and pressure changes everything. It's like trying to remember someone's phone number while someone is shouting at you. The information is there, you just can't reach it right now. The freeze is not a knowledge problem, it's an access problem. And this is where the translation trap comes in. Most A2 and B1 learners, when they want to say something, they don't go straight to English. They think in their language first, then translate, then try to say it, which takes forever in a real conversation. And by the time you finish translating, the moment is gone. Someone already answered, the topic changed, and you feel like you missed it. The translation
All the
trap,
manager went work with a bunch of liar,
keeps you one step behind every single conversation. And the brain starts to associate speaking English with stress, with being slow, with failing. So your brain starts avoiding it on autopilot. To go on autopilot means your brain does something automatically, without conscious effort. And in this case, the automatic response to someone is speaking English to me $17 a pound. Expensive. But here's what I want to talk about, because this is the part tastes like beef. People miss completely. While all of that is happening, freezing, while you're translating, while you're telling yourself your English isn't good enough, your brain is also doing something else, quietly, without asking your permission. It's reaching for English automatically in small moments you don't even notice. Let me give you an example. You're watching a show in English, someone makes a joke, and you laugh before the subtitle appears, before you even processed it consciously. Your brain got it on its own. Or you're in a cafe and the person next to you is speaking English, and you catch a sentence and you understand it without trying, without effort. It just came in. And most people just go, oh, that was probably easy English, and dismiss it completely. To dismiss something means to decide it doesn't count, it doesn't matter, it wasn't real. And that's exactly what most learners do with their own progress. They catch something going right and immediately explain it away, every single time. I want to tell you about someone I know. I was in Lisbon a while back, second day, late afternoon, this quiet little restaurant near the waterfront. A student of mine was there. She had
Oh
been
my
studying
God, what
English
kind of
for
bullshit
years,
husband do you
really
want?
dedicated, really working at it. The waiter came
Okay,
over
guys,
and asked
happy
something fast, light
Monday.
would you like still
Have
or
a good
sparkling?
day. Enjoy your life. Make sure you hit subscribe and share. Bye bye now.
What do I do?